Okay, so I'm not just done muscle. I'm also a little bit of a tiny bit of brains. So I get to do the report. So I'm gonna start it. My sister Mimi is gonna join me. My brother Patrick is gonna join me. It's a successful weekend again. Very productive for the restaurant. Very productive for church. The videos I took were on my Instagram, so what the heck, I might put them here too. But very productive. I'm gonna be here, then I'm going inside the Sunday school, and then I'm gonna take off to if I'm mistaken, it's Idaho Falls again. We'll talk today about the inspection, the scales, and so you can know what we go through when we are doing scales. Here's the truck, y'all. Let's see what progress or non-progress has been done on it. Okay, well, they've been cleaning it. To be honest, I'm not upset because, like I said, I wasted the down payment on the restaurant. So, that's cool. This door works. That's cool. All right. So, let's get going. I went to church, had a great experience. My baby behaved very well. He fell asleep most of it, so that's a blessing. This ramp, just when we need to unload a trailer for some reason, we have used it a few times already, so it was a good investment. I did start the inspection already. I do have oil leaks. I was low on fluid. And today's topic, what should we talk about? Let me check the tire. Let me check the instructions. We'll come right back for y'all. Okay, so the lights. You make sure all the lights are good. You make sure all the tires are physically good. No damage around in the walls. Also, your brakes, they better be in good condition. You see that blinking light? You can even see the bottom one's awesome. I checked the brakes already. They were good. The lights, one should flash, one should be solid. Yep. One should flash, one should be solid. Okay. Why check the lights? Why check the walls? You gotta check them because that's what you get looked at in the inspections when you're driving to the inspection. You not want to be with the lights or trash on your hood, on your look up here. And if they can see trash right there in your dashboard, on top of your dash, that's an indication that this guy is dirty, and they'll pull you in. And if you pass the inspection, you get one of these. I passed the inspection, so I have one of these. But and that will stop you from getting pulled over, most likely, for 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. So that is why we need to make sure that you're in good condition. Let's go, yeah? This is the first scale we passed on the 15 northbound. Remember, I start my trip from Banning, and it's closed today. This is the first place I ever got inspected. If I was to, if it was open, I would get out to the right lane because I'm loaded right now. If I was empty, I'll be in the middle lane. They pulled me over because I was so nervous trying to slow down because when you go on the scale, you're supposed to be going a certain speed. I don't know how much here, but I imagine it's 3 miles per hour. And I couldn't get it in gear to go forward, and I messed up with it in reverse on the scale. And you know, I got pulled in and I got inspected. They didn't even ask for my logs. They just asked for what I was carrying. They checked my lights, checked my tires, and you know, 30 minutes later I was good to go. So that was a bad note, because I thought all the inspections were gonna be that easy. So here we are in Nevada. Opening up on the Nevada inspection area. It's like 24 miles in. It's closed. I have been inspected here. They check for, you know, your paperwork, making sure the truck is registered. It has the right. Every state charges you for driving in their state. So they're checking to make sure that you're paying to drive in their state. They're checking to make sure you have insurance. They check your lights and your tires. Sometimes they have a little thing. They didn't pull me into that one. But sometimes they check to make sure you are, you know, your brakes are good, pretty much. But yeah, they're closed today, so that's 2 that have been closed. It's Sunday, that's why they're closed. And plus, even in the weekend, even during the week, they're open and they have a schedule opening and closing. Sorry for not having words. My brother was he suffering with depression, and he ate a whole bunch of pills last night, and he's in a coma right now. He hasn't woken up since he took those pills. But yeah, we're going on, and probably will be nighttime by the time we get to the Utah, Arizona inspection. But right here for right before we enter Nevada, that's the inspection for Nevada, heading northbound on the 15th. This next scale right here, we're gonna go in. It's the second place I got pulled over, and I got pulled over into this one because I was overweight. Remember I told you that you have a limit of 12,000 in the steers, 34 in the drives, 34 in the trailer. Well, I was overweight in one of the, I think it was the drives, no, in the trailer. I was able to adjust the weight so that I can go legal, because here I can move the wheels all the way to the back. It's legal here. The only place it's illegal is in California. So I got that done. They gave me a $50 ticket. They said in 2 weeks pay it, or else there'll be an arrest warrant for you. There'll be a warrant for your arrest. So I just paid it in 2 weeks, $50. Back in the day it was a lot. Like, man, $50 is a lot of money. But it's not that much. So we wait here for there it is, the arrow, where to go. So they scaled me. There's a scale right here at the ramp. They scaled me and saw that it wasn't even worth their time. This is Utah, by the way. Utah and Arizona, they share a scale. And so when I got pulled over, they told me, well, you're lucky Arizona's not here, because Arizona will give you a big old ticket for being overweight, because you already drove in their property. Us, it was only $50 and you're just entering Utah. So yeah. And remember, their job, they know that most people are riding illegal. They know that most people can't, you know, to make money you have to cut corners. But they explained to my buddy
It's our job to go illegal, and it's their job to catch us. So it's a cat and mouse game, you know. But yeah, here we are in St. George. We are going right back into the highway. We are in Utah now, and there won't be another scale till we're like almost out of Utah, so it'll be a while. Sorry, it's nighttime already. I hope the one in the north is morning already when we're passing through. Here we are at the North Utah, and it's open, so I'm going in. I've never been inspected here. Like I said, I have that sticker that gives me a high chance of not getting pulled into inspection. This is a small. It doesn't have a trucker hangout. It doesn't have anything like that. And see, they gave me the bypass, so I go on the left lane. I slow down to 20 miles an hour. And I cruise 20 miles per hour on the left lane. Sorry for the view. It snowed in the. I got sleepy. I call it ghost protection because I wouldn't stop unless I get sleepy. But it snowed in South Utah, well, all the way over here to Salt Lake City. And because I got sleepy, I promised my wife that when I get sleepy, I will stop and sleep so that she can, you know, not worry that I'm over here driving sleepy. But there we go. We didn't get called in. We're getting back on the highway. Yeah, so I was driving in snow, but not while it was snowing hard, you know. The salt that they throw on the highway to melt the snow to make sure it doesn't turn into black ice. It makes the windshield dirty. But yeah, man, here we are. We're about to leave Utah and enter Idaho in about 30 miles, I think. Stay tuned. So here we are in Idaho, running up close to the fifth and final scale that we're going to catch up here in the 15 north. I should probably say northbound. I have good news about my brother. He woke up from his coma. Of course, he is in behavioral health, and he saw that snow falling off the truck. He won't be talking to anybody except for my mom because of the limited access that they have for that. I have an offer for my brother if he wants to come with me, stick to me, roll with me. You know, as soon as I teach him how to drive, he can help me, and you know, I'll give him some money every week. You know, that's the offer I've had for him for a while, but he hasn't really taken up on that offer. But yeah, in Idaho, I've never been inspected. I even drove through a blitz. What's a blitz? A blitz is when they have a whole bunch of officers pulling over as many trucks as they possibly can for safety inspections. This day, these blitzes are the days where the most tickets are handed out, the most vehicles are put out of service, because they're riding, they get caught riding, you know, dirty. Riding dirty, that's not funny. That's a blitz. They have them every once in a while. Asian Mai from YouTube, you know, Mother Trucker, Asian Mai show. He lets us know, like, oh, this or 3 days of blitz inspection because they do not want to go through the high possibility of getting pulled over. Like I said, I've driven in a few blitzes already, and I didn't get caught. 3 weeks ago, California had a blitz on the 210 freeway. It's a whole bunch of trucks getting pulled over at the side of the highway, getting inspected. So we just drove over the scale that they have on the highway, and the sensor and triggers, you know. Lately I've been getting pulled in here, not inspected, pulled in. You see the sign, it says vehicle must pull over. Usually it says truck is free to go. Truck is free to bypass. But lately it's been just telling me pull over. Like for example, right now, this truck must exit. And then it tells you again, this truck must exit. I'm like, okay, I'll exit, whatever. I don't want no trouble. But yeah, they just pull me out. I drive on the scale, and that's it. They never have inspection for me. So, and I don't want to say never ever because today might be that day, and I'm gonna be inspected. But they don't have an inspection dock. They don't have a section. It's cold outside. If I'm not mistaken, right now it's 20, 25. It's cold outside. If they want to inspect me, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it in the freezing cold. So here we are. So drive 3 miles an hour is the instruction. Let's drive 3 miles an hour. My first is 11,140. My drives are 20,000 max, and my trailers are 16,000 max. And no red light, no sign to stop, no sign to okay, keep going. That's how simple it is. Do not get in the habit of thinking, oh, they're never gonna pull me over, because that's when they pull you over, when you least expect it. Always drive as clean as possible. You know, like I said, even your dashboard clean, your logs correct, everything, because you might get inspected. So I'll record southbound as well. I don't know how long this video will be, but I'll record southbound as well. And here we are again. This time we are going on the 15th southbound. And if you say, hey, how come you always on the 15th? That's because I'm the 15 king. I go up the 15 and down the 15. And right now we are Idaho, around the area of Pocatello. We have another on the way back. Scale. It's across the highway from the northbound scale, which is pretty much how most of them are. Across the, you know, for northbound, southbound, eastbound, westbound, you know, they're across the highway from each other. But maybe I underestimated this one's a little bit farther. But yeah, so we're going southbound now. I might catch Perry during the day, but the clouds, the snow clouds are coming in, so I cannot guarantee you, you know, daylight. But let's see if we can get Perry. Perry has history. I got pulled over 3 times in Perry, and got put out of service 3 times in Perry. You get put out of service if your equipment's broken, damaged, unsafe, and you get put out of service if your electronic logs are bad, or even paper logs are bad. You cannot drive more than a week on paper. You have to be an electronic log. So So let's say your log breaks, your electronic log is not connecting with your phone, with your app. You can drive a week like that, but you have to get it repaired after that week. I don't know how good you're seeing this. The snow is kicking in, little flakes of snow. That's how it starts, and then it gets thicker and hard to miss. So I got pulled over, as you can see from the signs. Told me to go in. Let's go in. I have never been inspected here. I am light, just like when I was coming. I am lightweight, so I'm hoping that everything's good. Uh-oh. What's that guy saying? What did he say? For him. Stop. Stop. Release brake. Uh-oh. Next axle. I think he might be heavy. Uh-oh. He might be heavy. We'll see. So, one truck at a time, obviously. I guess he was good. So yeah, on the other side of the highway is the one we went on earlier. And now we're rolling. 3 miles per hour. 25. That's fine. And we got in the rear. 19. Alright. We're good. Alright. No red light, no stop, no pull over to the side. If I was told pull over to the side, I'll be in the situation that guy is in. There is a inspection or an officer that is for trucks, and he got some right there, you know what I mean? He's probably asking him for paperwork, telling him about accountability and stuff. So yeah, that's how it is. It's nerve-wracking. It gets scary, but I do this 3 times a day, 4 times a day sometimes. And yeah, each time it's scary. It's a relief when you're driving on one and it's closed. Like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get pulled over here. I'm not gonna get, inspected. So we're gonna go ahead and see each other in Perry, in Utah. Right now we're still in Idaho. It's like 70 miles of Idaho. We'll stay in touch. Here we are. 15 southbound. Perry, Utah. This inspection puts the fear of the Lord in everyone. I have been out of service here 3 times. Most of the people who work in this company have been out of service in here. We've been getting in trouble here because they have a strict inspection. You might see the building. The building has an inspection section where you drive the truck in there. So rain, snow, cold, hot, whichever the case, you get inspections day or night. So this one opens up like at 7 in the morning, and they close at midnight, but they leave the lights on, so you can fear them. So you see the building all the way to the right. It's a tall door. That is where you drive in, or you drive out of there, but on the other side you drive in, and in there, they have a tunnel where they check your brakes from under you. They inspect you. So That's where you park right there. Like I said, I parked there 3 times because I've been put out of service 3 times. I'm gonna use that porta potty right there, so I'm gonna pull over. But yes, scary situation. Southern Utah. It's exiting Utah and entering Arizona inspection, and it's open. Let's try our luck. We are gonna go in. You see the flashing lights? Open when flashing. That's what that is. I have never been inspected here. They close this one at night. This one's mostly closed. They did repairs on it. It was closed most of the year last year. And here we are. Let's see what they got for me. And they don't want me to go in. They want me to stay out. And we will. We'll stay out. No problem. I don't want no problems. I don't know anything about this inspection because I've never been here. I've never been pulled over. I never stopped to pee. Nothing. I don't know anything about this one. At least at the other side, I was overweight and they pulled me over for that. But that green arrow can still change into an inside inspection. Let's hope it stays green. It's still green. All right, let's keep going. 15 south. Technically, I'm out of here. That means I'm in Arizona. Until next one, which is Nevada. This is the 15 southbound Las Vegas inspection. It is closed right now. I've never been inspected here. I had a few near misses, like they pull in the truck in front of me or the one behind me. But it's an easy inspection. Lights, tires, paperwork, maybe brakes, depending on how they're feeling. Usually not really. But yeah, this is right before entering Vegas. Just like the other one, right before entering Vegas. Anything the US can do, California can do better. California has 2 inspection zones. One for agriculture and the one for the regular commercial vehicles. So they're gonna pull us over right now and ask us what we got. Both have secondary inspections. If they feel like they need to, they will use it. I did not start filming from the highway because they have a dramatic runway that will take I feel like this video is long as it is, but yeah, so I did not do that. But here I'm gonna stop and yell at them, you know, I have vitamins that look up, so, and then we'll go off to the second one. And excuse me for a second. Good morning, I have vitamins. You have a good day. So here I am with my vitamins. I wonder what that guy's hauling that he got pulled over to the side. But give me some time. I do not want to film the drive all the way up the hill to the second inspection to the scale. So let me just end it here. I'll be right back. And here we are. It's only like half a mile up the hill. But yeah, my fear of getting this video too long. Okay. I was pulled to the scary side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's looking bad. Remember that I got inspected here twice. I have passed twice. I got that green sticker that should let me get you know, a pass. They'll give me a pass, like, you know, you got inspected, you pass. But I get it for only like 3 months. That does not mean that they will not pull me in if they feel like it. Look, you can see someone on the right side, they got pulled in for inspection. Like I said, this is nerve-wracking. They can pull me in, they find something wrong, they give me a ticket. They put me out of service for 10 hours. Or out of service until you get it repaired. So it's not exactly a fun position to be in. But these guys are going extra slow. Like, I think, if anything, they should be pulled in. But if somebody's already driving to the inspection bay, that means that the inspection bay is being occupied. So here we go. We are on the scale. Hopefully I don't get the red light. Come on, no red light, please. No red light, no red light. Oh, thank God, no red light. I can go. California, does it better. So we passed, I'm rolling, and we're back. 15 southbound, Cajon Pass, between Hesperia and I think it's what's that? Moscow? No, not Moscow. Right here by Glen Helen. I forgot to tell you about the last California inspection. They're open 24/7, and they do not close on holidays. Most of the scales do, but California is special. Okay, so this scale is closed right now, and it's closed because they don't want to cause traffic. As you can see, there's trucks going in there. There's trucks there. They don't want to cause traffic outside because then there'll be accidents. But I've been pulled over here and inspected and failed because one of my tires caught a screw and got flat. So they're like, you cannot leave this area until your tire gets repaired. Somebody had to come repair my tire right there. Oh, and it was on my birthday, my 31st birthday. My mama was waiting at home to give me a hug, to give me my favorite food. And I was stuck there. And my mom had things to do. She left she left the food for me, but my favorite pork chops. But she left and she had things to do. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Wow, look at this. I never understand this. You see that girl? Just walking? How? Why? Where did she come from? Where is she going? That's weird. And you know what? Somebody pulled over to offer her a ride. But I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I'm afraid of, you know, I don't know what can happen to me, but I have to start, because somebody offered me a ride when I got stuck without gas. And they offered me a ride to take me to the gas station, bring me back. And not only that, help me turn on the truck. So I need to start giving rides when people need rides. But But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. But this is the end of the video. I'm pretty sure it's a very long one. But those are the scales. If you do well on them, you get the green sticker, and that can buy you 3 months of non-inspection, maybe. Maybe, because my buddy Jimmy got pulled over with that sticker, and they said, you know what, we don't care if you have a sticker, we gotta inspect someone, and you're the only one here, we're gonna inspect you. So I think he was able to say like, hey, what's the point? It was yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever. But yeah, man, go ahead and remember to like and subscribe. We're getting better on this. I hope we're getting better at doing these videos. Do you like being mounted instead of facing me all the time, or is it too noisy? Let me know in the comments, and let's see what we can do to fix this. Unfortunately, trucks are loud, but maybe if I get a mic and talk later or something, I don't know. All right, man. See you guys later. See you next week.